So, I don't really know how to start this. I'm doing stuff. I mean, look at this mess I got here. Here, look, have a look here. Hey? That's not very nice now, is it? Where are you? There you are. Ooh, look at that guy. So anyways, that's what we're dealing with. So I keep a lot of junk. You know what I'm saying? I don't have all the, where am I? I don't got all the $1 million tools to make stuff. You know, you probably can't even see me, can you? Oh, my back ain't gonna do this for very long. Shrinkers and stretchers and bead rollers and planishing hammers and what else? English wheels and whatever, the whole catalogs of all the metalwork and shit. I don't got none of that. I got a couple little doodads in here and there, and that's it. Whatever. I'm not going to make a big investment in all that shit, because I'm one guy working here. I'm just one guy over here. So for the amount of times that I would use and require one of those whatever machines, I mean, it would take me 15 years for that thing to pay itself off. So in an instance like this, well, what are you going to do here? We got a bend here, we got a curve there, we got this, we got that. When I'm fixing stuff and I buy parts and panels, it's not very often that you're going to install an entire panel on something, right? And a lot of times if it's a floor pan or something you're buying, and they're all contoured and wavy and hoop-de-dooey and all over the place, and you cut a corner out of it or something well, save the rest of it, because you got all kinds of bends and curves and shit everywhere in there to use. Huh? So what I'm going to do here is I'm looking at this and I says to myself, I says, look at this piece of shit, I says to myself. How am I going to make one of those? And then again, I says, I got an old rocker panel over there from a 67, 72 Chev that I cut a hunk out of. It was a weird thing. It was out of my own truck. I had a 70 C10. Really wicked, super, ridiculously clean truck. But one rocker panel on the truck had a rust hole like right in the middle of it. And, well, it had two rust holes. There was a rust hole in the floor from the windshield leaking. We've discussed that in previous videos. From the windshield leaking on the passenger side, put a hole in the floor. Mice went down in through that hole in the floor, through the front floor brace in those trucks, and then worked its way into the rocker panel and packed the rocker panel full of feed because it was on a farm, and then it rusted a hole in the rocker panel about that long. So a rocker panel for one of those trucks is like $25. Well, for the time it's going to take me to cut and make a piece, why not just go buy a rocker panel, whack a hunk out of it and weld it in, which is what I done. So anyways, back on topic, I look at this and I think to myself, I wonder if a hunk of that rocker would work. So I went over and I cut off a hunk of that rocker. Now you're looking at that hunk of that rocker and you're thinking, well, what are you going to do with that? Let me show you something. If you flip that inside out and you hold that like that, well, looky there. I got a bend there. I got a flat there. I got a lip there that might even come to the edge of that. We're triangular shaped, so all I got to do here is take and I'll cut this something like cha. Then that'll go in there. Bzz, 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 and that'll be my chunk. Hey? You hold it up there, the radius is, I mean, that radius doesn't got to be 100% bang on the money in order for this to work. It doesn't catch the weather strip or anything there. The weather strip gets caught up here, I think, on these things, doesn't it? Yeah, damn right it does. So, I mean, as long as we look the same, I mean, it's just got to look good, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start trimming that up. Okay? Can you smell what I'm stepping in here? Are you reading my mail? Well, cut it out. It's none of your damn business. So there, stick it. So start to finish, I would say from starting to trim shit up, to cutting it, welding it, to right now. Come on, get in there, you dirty little prick. I would say that, well, there's a clock right there, and that clock tells me that it was almost an hour, and that includes talking to you. So I would say start to finish, half hour, 40 minutes. I just had earplugs in. You ever got to do this when you take your earplugs out? Ooh, I just tickled both sides of my brain. So here, you want to see it? Look at it. Look at it. Remember how shitty that looked before? It's pretty alright. think that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Here, you want to wave around somewhere? Yeah. All right, cut it out. So anyways, yeah, so there you go. This right here, that is a rocker panel from a 1970, get out of here, 1970 Chev C10. So don't throw your shit out. I guess really the moral of the story here is, if a bear asks you if shit sticks to your fur, the correct answer is always yes.